ZA. Section 21.2020.2021 by conveyance variants of SARS-CoV-2 vaccines by country. The Pfizer BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine, sold under the brand name Kineti, is an mRNA-based COVID-19 vaccine developed by the German biotechnology company BioNTech. It is authorized for use in people aged 12 years and older in some jurisdictions and for people 16 years and older in other jurisdictions, to provide protection against COVID-19 caused by infection with the SARS-CoV-2 virus. For its development, BioNTech collaborated with Pfizer, an American company, for support with clinical trials, logistics, and manufacturing. The vaccine is given by intramuscular injection. It is composed of nucleoside-modified mRNA encoding a mutated form of the full-length spike protein of SARS-CoV-2, which is encapsulated in lipid nanoparticles. Initial advice indicated that vaccination required 2 doses given 21 days apart. But the interval was later extended to up to 42 days in the US and up to 4 months in Canada. Clinical trials began in April 2020. By November 2020, the vaccine entered phase 3 clinical trials, with over 40,000 people participating. An interim analysis of study data showed a potential efficacy of 91.3% in preventing symptomatic infection within 7 days of a second dose. The most common side effects include mild to moderate pain at the injection site, fatigue, and headaches. Reports of serious side effects, such as allergic reactions, are very rare. No long-term complications have been reported. Monitoring of the primary outcomes from the trials will continue until August 2021, while monitoring of the secondary outcomes will continue until January 2023. As part of the updates for the Phase 3 clinical trials posted in June 2021, the assessment of biostability will be studied to further describe the potential protection given by the vaccine against emerging SARS-CoV-2 variants of concern. The vaccine is the first COVID-19 vaccine to be authorized by a stringent regulatory authority for emergency use and the first cleared for regular use. In December 2020, the United Kingdom was the first country to authorize its use on an emergency basis. It is authorized for use at some level in the majority of countries. As of the 30th of March 2021, Pfizer and BioNTech aim to manufacture about 2.5 billion doses in 2021. BioNTech and Pfizer have advance purchase agreements of about $3 billion to provide a licensed vaccine in the United States, the European Union, the United Kingdom, Japan, Canada, Peru, Singapore, South Africa and Mexico. Distribution and storage is a logistical challenge because the vaccine needs to be stored at extremely low temperatures. BioNTech and Pfizer are testing a freeze-dried version that would not need ultra-cold storage. The Pfizer BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine is used to provide protection against COVID-19 caused by infection with the SARS-CoV-2 virus by eliciting an immune response to the S antigen. The vaccine is used to reduce morbidity and mortality from COVID-19. The vaccine is supplied in a multi-dose vial as a white to off-white, sterile, preservative-free, frozen suspension for intramuscular injection. It must be thawed to room temperature and diluted with normal saline before administration. The initial course consists of 2 doses. The World Health Organization recommends an interval of 3 to 4 weeks between doses. Delaying the second dose by up to 12 weeks increases immunogenicity, even in older adults, against all variants of concern. Authors of the PITCH study think that the optimal interval against the Delta variant is around 8 weeks, with longer intervals leaving receptors vulnerable between doses. To avoid deaths where supplies are limited, the WHO recommends delaying the second dose by up to 12 weeks to achieve high coverage of the first dose in high-priority groups earlier. A third dose can be added after 28 days for immunocompromised people in some countries. A case-controlled study published in May 2021 in the New England Journal of Medicine found that among vaccine recipients in Qatar, The Pfizer BioNTech vaccine has an effectiveness of 89.5% against any documented cases of the Alpha variant and 75% effectiveness against the Beta variant. The same study reported that the effectiveness of the vaccine against severe, critical, or fatal disease against any variant of SARS-CoV-2 is 97.4%. A test-negative case-controlled study published in August 2021 found that 2 doses of the BNT162b2 variant, notably, effectiveness after 1 dose of the Pfizer vaccine was 48.7% against Alpha and 30.7% against Delta, similar to effectiveness provided by 1 dose of the AdOx1nCoV-19 vaccine. Unless indicated otherwise, the following effectiveness ratings are indicative of clinical effectiveness 2 weeks after the second dose. A vaccine is generally considered effective if the estimate is greater than or equal to 50% with a greater than 30% lower limit of the 95% confidence interval. Based on the results of a